Hello, Mr. Dev here with a World of Warships replay video for you. Today, I have a Corgizuki, and this is part of the Corgi event. Silly Corgi, you forgot to type in the chat that you're supposed to, you know, the usual thing. Let's see, what do we have here? This is a Tier 8 match with Tier 7 carriers, both Kagas, and it looks like it looks a bit unfair because their team has two Akatsukis compared to just the Hatsuharu that's on our team. So their ships out-tier us on the total, but we'll see how this plays, or we'll see how this works out later on in the match. So heading straight into straight into B. This map has changed quite a bit, and there is no longer this nice section that blocks you from being shot from over here. And it's actually a bit more risky to try and dive into Bravo. Well, not as a destroyer anyways, as a cruiser. Like, I think you have to be pretty ballsy or crazy in order to try and dive into Bravo with a cruiser. But that doesn't really stop people from doing it, does it? So, torpedo reload almost done. See if I can't get a few hits in. Honestly, these are pretty hopeful. Don't expect them to do too much. Looks like the Hatsuharu is capping A just fine. No, it's being contested. And most of their team has decided to go towards Alpha. It seems like, yep. One Akatsuki is spotted at Alpha. There's something up at Charlie as well, but, well, there's not much you can do when you have only 2 destroyers and 3 caps to go through. Oh! Lucky hit on the Nuremberg. Very nice. Miyoko is a bit in the way here. But we're just waiting out what is on the opposite side of this island, presumably. Nope. Spotted by aircraft. Run away! Run away! You know, they give Corgizuki, well, the Corgizuki was historically an anti-aircraft destroyer, but there's no defensive fire on this thing, so while the AA is pretty good, it's not spectacular. I mean, it is still a destroyer. It's clearly best in the tier, but, well, as you can see, only shot down 3, even though Kaga's ships, or Kaga's aircraft are very kind of weak. Are we going to beach ourselves? The Corgizuki does have very poor turning radius, so it's quite common for Corgizukis to not be inside of very tight cap circles. This one is a bit of a medium-sized cap circle. Z-23 circling in through the north, it looks like. The rest of their team has, well, gone south apparently, and the Z-23 does seem to be singled out, but there's no one to actually go after him just quite yet, it seems. Still loitering inside Bravo, trying to get the hopeful hit or a hopeful spotting onto the Akatsuki. The Corgizuki, of course, is 5.9 kilometer concealment, whereas the Akatsuki has 6.4. So, this usually means that the Akatsuki is spotted first, and since the Corgizuki also has more firepower, it should be an absolute slaughtering. Until you can't really do it, apparently. And you don't want to be loitering around here too much because the Akatsuki probably he could have shot his torps off, honestly, already. Even though Akatsuki's torps are easily spotted, they give you about 10-second reaction time. Just standard, without any kind of vigilance, torpedo distance spotting upgrades or anything like that. The Akatsuki still doesn't quite have the agility to dodge torps that are heading straight towards it. As Ep.39 has decided to poke its head through here, and is going to be punished for it. Okay, I'm still being spotted, which most likely means that there's another Akatsuki around here somewhere, is my guess. Nope, not spotted anymore, so might have hidden himself behind the smoke again. And right now we're just going to try and absolutely destroy this Z-23. He's already half HP. Z-23 is a really fat ship. And we also capped Bravo. Good thing. Now he's angling, so we'll fire HE. You also have to watch out for the torpedoes that he may or may not have launched. But good thing is Z-23 has extremely awful HE DPM, even AP DPM. It's just incredibly bad. So this is basically a one-sided match here. Akatsuki, of course, has the best DPM in its tier. So, not even a contest. You can see he only lopped off about 4,000 HP, whereas I took it all. Like, it wasn't even necessary to have cruiser support. That's how bad it was. So, their team, yeah, our team has lost more ships than they have. They have a numbers advantage, but our team is holding out okay so far, it seems. Like this side, it seems to be holding out somewhat okay compared to... lost another one. Oh, something traded. Oh, another one lost. Oh, and there goes on another ship. Quick succession of 2 ships lost on each side. It kind of has to do with their Akatsuki's not being able to push up, so to say, and then the Z-23 obviously, well, he just died. Oh, silly Corgi Captain! You finally realized you forgot to post your usual. What a severely delayed announcement that was. Either way, their team's still winning. Oh, looks like they're finally trying to cap Bravo. And well, as I was saying, their Akatsukis weren't really able to play into here and try and get some torpedo hits into the battleships that were piled up over here. So this obviously gives our battleships a bit more breathing room. But we'll see. That isn't the case anymore, as I cap, or as the Corgi Captain caps Charlie. All the entire team is down there, and some are into Bravo, obviously. Using the engine boost, get turned around. Friendly Kaga has decided to bugger off all the way over here. Personally, I would say, well, being all the way up here kind of reduces your turnaround time for a carrier, so a carrier wants to be as close as possible to the enemy rather than just hugging the border, because being all the way in the corner, although it does prevent you from like sneak attacks, it also reduces your theoretical DPM that you could possibly put out, since your aircraft have to travel a long distance. And Akatsuki spotted, less than half HP. Hits start piling in. Wasn't even a contest, was it? Oh, the other one spotted. This one also has less than half HP. Unfortunately, Akazuki's has insane HE DPM, so yeah, that just happened. So both their destroyers are dead. Watch out for those torpedoes. Although they're coming in through the bow, sometimes it is possible to actually hit an Akazuki, just because the Akazuki has such poor agility. Yeah, KGB looking this way. Excellent use of engine brakes. Slow down, and the shells just fly straight forwards. KGB taking a beating now. And well, all their destroyers are gone, and somehow the ship numbers have reversed. Not entirely sure what happened, but apparently these ships over here just ate the rest of them. Get some further HE damage on it. Be sure to manually target the aircraft, even though it doesn't show up on the replay. This is where Akizuki starts to get scary, when there's nothing to torpedo it inside of its own smoke. The sheer HE DPM that it can put out is severely annoying being on the opposite end, but extremely fun being on the shooting end. Yep, here comes some actually pretty accurate shots by the Atago. They didn't hit, but is very accurate. So my stay has been, I think I've overstayed my welcome, and time to get moving. Why don't we just keep shooting? Use the engine boost. Oh, taking a few hits. Are we gonna get lucky in the attic? Oh, it doesn't seem so. Ooh, watch out. More HE shots. Oh, apparently this Corgi doesn't want to go down without a fight. And oh, the Atago has decided to go broadside. Oh, we'll just punish that with AP. Mostly shots into the superstructure section rather than the belt, because, well, quite frankly, the 100mm guns, although they do pack quite a punch, it has to be up very close, otherwise it just doesn't do too much. And take out the aircraft. This is something the Akizuki actually kind of excels at, taking down spotter aircraft. Not so good at shooting down carriers though, or carrier aircraft though. Friendly Kaga here to help. Now which way is the KGV going to go? Left or right? Oh. Being spotted by aircraft, spoiling my attack. KGV looking this way. Can we creep forwards and try and get it? No, it looks like the KGV has decided to go right. Wise choice. And we can only hope that the Attico doesn't have any hydro left over. Alright. Well, since the KGV is, well, not coming this way, we'll try and get a few torpedoes onto the Attico. Just inch backwards, inch backwards. It's kind of going a bit south, so if he turns this way to his left, the marker will go, well, to the left as well. Take the torpedo shot, but don't take the follow-up shot because we want to use it on the KGV, and we also don't want to spoil our torpedo run. But apparently, the Attico has decided to just go straight line speed really quickly, and my torpedoes don't hit at all. KGV coming in. Oh, hello, I'm right here. That hurt. Didn't hurt too much, but it still hurt. Oh, he misses with the second one. And that is one dead KGV. Took off a lot of HP though. That KGV HE is no joke. So we have two targets to shoot at. The Attico, and that's broadside, so we're just gonna pump AP into him. And honestly, the Attico is the bigger threat than the Fuso is. So we'll take out the Attico first. Also because he's lower HP. So, oh, 6th kill. Very nice. And our smoke is coming up, and looks like a few more seconds. Hopefully the Fuso doesn't absolutely wreck. Thank God for shotgun dispersion, eh? Are we gonna smoke? No, apparently we're just gonna shoot our guns. And Fuso having, oh, now we smoke. Fuso having basically almost no superstructure to shoot at, although the bits that are shootable are very tall. Results in a lot of no damage hits with HE and AP apparently. They'll just try and get some fires on it. Oh, aircraft coming in. Somehow saved. See, the AP shells are just getting a lot of shatters on the belt, and even into the upper section, there's almost nothing to shoot there. Like it's a very, very thin section to shoot at. You shoot too high, you hit the turrets and the deck. If you shoot too low, you hit the belt, which is really thick. Or it's not super thick for a battleship, but it's too thick for Akizuki's 100mm guns. And looks like the tables have finally turned, and the Akizuki, or this team, is on the lead again. The only ship left is the Kaga, but there's only 30 seconds left in the match, so aside from the Kaga detonating, which is not even possible, it seems that there's no way to get that 7th kill. And a bunch of praise from the rest of the team farm some extra damage, but there, well, time's up. Okay, and on to the result screen. So, the damage done was 125,745 with 423 hits in. 4 torpedo hits, 11 aircraft shot down. Which I guess is 11 aircraft shot down versus a Kaga is okay. It's not amazing, but it's okay. 4 incapacitations, 6 ships destroyed, 9 fires, which is it's kind of low compared to the amounts of hits that were actually given, but yeah. RNG, 3 floodings, 2 captures, and 1 assisted capture, as well as a Kraken, obviously, 6 kills. Well, you only need 5 kills for a Kraken, but 6 it is. Devastating Strike, First Blood, and what was that? High Caliber, I think it was. Or Confederate. No, that's Confederate. XP wise, 3,088 in the Akizuki. Wow. The Dion with 2,304 is not too shabby itself. That's actually pretty good, considering all things considered. And damage breakdown wise, we see that the HE shells did 44,000. Armor piercing shells did 26,000. Torpedoes did 38,000. And fires only did 16,000. And you can see how the damage was mostly racked up against the KGV, while the other ships are, well, they're kind of minimal. But the Z-23 eating 15,000 damage from the Akizuki alone is basically like 2/3 or 3/4 of its HP. And yeah, I don't know. Let's look at the credits and XP. Well, apparently it's a Corgi captain, so it gets a ton of commander XP, but not even though it doesn't seem to get a whole lot of credits. Alright, thank you for watching. This is Mr. Def. See you next time. Bye bye.